Everything we do is comfortable. Everything we touch is untouchable.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're really strapping in because we're tackling 021 Genesis.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. A track so dense, so layered, it practically begs for a deep dive.
It's true. Every time I listen to this track, I catch something new. It's like they crammed a whole universe of meaning into 3 minutes.
That's such a great way to put it, a whole universe.
Yeah.
And we're about to blast off into that universe one lyric at a time.
Buckle up.
So right off the bat, this overwhelming sense of self-belief hits you. Like when they say, everything we do is comfortable, everything we touch is untouchable.
Oh, absolutely.
Almost like a mission statement, isn't it?
It's more than confidence. It's like a declaration. They're drawing a line in the sand.
And then they back it up with that work ethic, that when we in the booth, we're relentless mentality.
It's that iron sharpens iron philosophy. They're not just talented, they're hungry.
And that hunger, that drive, it bleeds into the darker aspects of the track too. Like suddenly we're hit with killing everybody like I'm having a John Wick week. Whoa, yeah.
And it makes you wonder, how does that intensity coexist with the self-belief, the ambition?
Well, that's where their honesty is so refreshing, isn't it? They're not shying away from the grit, from the struggle that often defines this genre.
Right. They're not pretending it's all sunshine and roses.
Exactly. They're acknowledging the shadows while still reaching for the light. And that's such a powerful message, especially for younger listeners who might be grappling with similar experiences.
It's about owning your story, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and using it all to fuel your art.
100%. And you see that reflected in how they play with language, like that line, I was a stunt double for a baby in a manger. Life is a battle, so I had to rearrange it. I mean, come on.
So good.
It's genius. They're flipping the script, taking control of the narrative.
And then, just when you think you've got them figured out, they hit you with this call for unity. What's the point of beefing if we could display unity?
Right. It's almost unexpected, given the intensity of the previous lines.
It's like they're saying, look, we can either fight amongst ourselves or we can build something incredible together.
And that's where their influence really shines through, right? Because they're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk.
Exactly. They're putting out that message of collaboration over competition, and in a genre often associated with rivalry, that's huge.
It's a game changer. Huge. And it takes us back to that idea of legacy, of impact.
Because they're not just aiming for the top of the charts. They want to change the game entirely.
Right. They're playing the long game. It's about building a movement, not just a moment. And that brings us to another layer of their artistry, their wordplay.
Oh, don't even get me started on the wordplay. Every line is like a puzzle box just waiting to be unlocked.
My favorite kind of puzzle. And they make it look so effortless, but trust me, the level of craft on display here, it's masterful. Take the line, I'm hardworking like a 4 getting paid in sex.
Okay, that one made me do a double take the first time I heard it. It's jarring.
Exactly, and that's the point. They use shock value strategically, disrupt your expectations, and then while you're still reeling, bam, they hit you with the message.
It's like a 1-2 punch of lyrical genius.
Exactly, and the message behind that line, it's about challenging the status quo.
Yeah.
About flipping the script on what it means to be successful, to be powerful.
And they're not afraid to get a little playful with it, too. Like those rhymes in the cape, it's almost like they're superheroes battling mediocrity with every verse.
Love that analogy. And their flow, it becomes this weaponized force. Notice how the rhyme schemes shift, the tempo changes when they're driving home those powerful messages.
It's like they tap into a different level of lyrical intensity.
For sure. And then there's that line, that absolutely killer line. I'm the illustrious pharaoh of hip-hop's history. I rhyme wicked hieroglyphics. Paint the picture peacefully.
Oh man, chills. Every single time.
Right. It's bold, it's audacious, but it's also earned. They're not just claiming their place in hip-hop's lineage, they're asserting their dominance.
It's like they're building their own dynasty, brick by lyrical brick.
Yes. And what's so interesting is that even with that ambition, that drive for greatness, they still emphasize peace. Paint the picture peacefully. It's like they're acknowledging the potential for conflict, but choosing a different path.
It's that balance of confidence and humility that really resonates. Like they know their worth, but they're not out to crush anyone to get to the top.
Exactly. It's not about tearing others down. It's about lifting everyone up.
And that's what makes their message of unity so powerful. They're not just talking about peace within the industry, they're talking about social change, about breaking down barriers in all aspects of life.
It's about creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, to reach their full potential. And they're using their platform to amplify those voices, to inspire real lasting change.
It's one thing to talk the talk, but they're walking the walk.
100%. And that's what makes 021 Genesis such a powerful anthem for this moment in time. It's a call to action, a reminder that we all have a role to play in creating a better future.
And they're doing it all through the power of music, of language. It's inspiring, really.
Totally. It's a testament to the transformative power of art, of how a single song can spark a movement.
And you can feel that energy, that passion in every single word. They're not just going through the motions, they're pouring their hearts and souls into this music.
Absolutely. And that joy, that love for the craft, it's infectious, it draws you in, makes you want to get up and chase your own dreams. It's true. That energy is contagious. It makes you want to pick up a pen, grab a mic, create something.
And that's what makes this deep dive so rewarding. We're not just dissecting lyrics, we're dissecting a whole creative philosophy.
Right. It's like a master class in artistry, ambition, social responsibility.
All packed into this one track.
They really squeezed it all in there, didn't they? Which I guess brings us back to where we started.
To that universe of meaning.
To that universe. 021 Genesis isn't just a song. It's a statement. It's a challenge.
To ourselves and to the world.
Exactly. What are we doing with our voices, with our time here?
Heavy stuff, in the best way possible.
The only way to do a deep dive.
So true. All right, listeners, that's our cue to hand the mic over to you. Go give 021 Genesis a listen, if you haven't already, and hit us up with your interpretations, your thoughts.
Yeah, we want to hear what jumps out at you, what rhymes hit different, what lines sparked a thought.
We're always down for a good conversation.
Always.
Until next time, keep those ears tuned and those minds open.
And as always, happy diving.